So I've been riding mountain bikes for 5 years now, and I've tested a lot of products. So today I'm going to be telling you my top 10 products and why they're worth it. Hey everyone, Phil from Bikes Online here, and today we're checking my top 10 products I can't live without. Some are a bit obscure, some are must-have tools, and some are my favorite products when it comes to the basics. So I'll list everything down below in the description with links as well, so you can check them all out. But enough of that, let's get into the first one. So the first one is my favorite multi-tool, and that's the Topeak Mini 20. So I've pretty much had this multi-tool since I started riding. It was the first tool that I ever bought, and I've still got it today. As you can see, the little neoprene pouch that it is, the Velcro's almost wearing out now, but I really like that it comes with this pouch because I can just put it in my pocket and not really worry that if I fall or anything, then it's gonna hurt me if I crash, because it's nice and padded. But what's great about it is it comes with everything you need, but it has the must-have chain breaker, which you really need in a multi-tool. It's got every hex and Torx key that you need, screwdrivers, it's even got a metal tire lever, which I don't necessarily like using, but if you're in a pinch, it's there. So if you're looking for a great multi-tool with a bit of everything, definitely check this one out. And on to the next thing, and that's the Crush Sanex. So it's an Australian company, which I love. So funnily enough, this is also my wife's favorite product because my car no longer smells like a used gym bag. It now smells like unicorns and flowers. But seriously, this thing is a lifesaver between washes of your gloves, knee pads, and all the padding in your helmet. It's gonna keep it smelling nice and fresh and also free from a lot of bacteria as well. So definitely check it out. Just make everything smell nice. Okay, and next up we have my Tannis tire armor. So this is the first obscure one. So yes, I do run tubes in the back of my hardtails as well as enduro bikes, but Tannis is my secret armor for this, no pun intended. So while other tubeless inserts, and not all of them, improve damping a little, so it's gonna be a little bit more comfortable when you're riding, improve grip because you can run lower pressures, and also there's a bit more support in the sidewalls, and protect your rims, and also might allow you to ride flat as well, just to get you back to the car. What Tannis does is it provides 360 degrees of protection. So on a lot of normal tubeless inserts, you're not getting protection at the top of the tire from punctures just coming in, so like a sharp rock or slash and something like that. So because you've got 360 degrees of protection, you can actually run a lighter tire. So with normal tubeless inserts, I still had to run, say, a double down or downhill casing on Maxxis tires, but with Tannis, I can actually run a lightweight trail tire. And because of that, with running a lightweight tube and Tannis, I can actually get a pretty reasonable weight with the setup. But in saying that, I think it's great for hardtails because you get that extra comfort in the rear and puncture protection, and on enduro bikes when you do need those thicker tires. But on a trail bike and lighter XC rig, I think a normal tubeless setup is more than enough, and I only run this in the rear of my bikes. In the front, I still think tubeless is the best option. So yeah, Tannis. And onto my favorite pedals now, and I've been running these for I think the last 2 years now non-stop, and these are the Entity PP20s. So I love these because they're composite pedals. So composite pedals, they're pretty light and they're really strong. So it's a nylon composite, all that kind of stuff like that. So they're light, strong, which is good to see. You also get some nice pins on these as well, and they are replaceable. We sell them on the website too, but they're super grippy and a lot better than grub screws and that kind of stuff like that. I find these pins are just a little bit more grippy on my shoes. And another thing I like about the platform, it's a little concave as well. And good thing with most composite pedals on the market, they replicate the more expensive pedals in a lot of brands' lineups. So you're getting pretty much the performance of those more expensive pedals at a more affordable price point. So I love these pedals. If you're looking for some great, lightweight, strong, reliable pedals, check these out. I really like them. So on to the next product, and something you might not know about me is I hate carrying packs. It's something about the breeze flowing through your jersey uninterrupted in the wind. It's an amazing feeling, and everyone just hates back sweat as well. So I like to carry everything in my pocket, so my phone and my multi-tool in my pocket. I know it might not be the best thing carrying them there, but that's what I do. Other than that, I like to carry everything on my bike. And one of the main things I can do this with is my Marin, so I like to keep things on brand with my bike. It's a Marin granite strap, so it allows me to run my tire lever and tube and just strap it onto my bike. So I really like this strap, the enduro strap kind of things. I definitely recommend getting one if you want to carry your spares on your bike. So keeping things on brand again, I've got my mud guard, and it's a Marin Marsh Guard. So we actually sell some Marin mud guards. So if you've got a Marin bike and you want to keep it on brand, definitely check out one of those. But when it comes to mud guards, every suspension guru I've spoken to has said to me that using a mud guard is the best thing you can do for your suspension. Because other than keeping mud off you, it also keeps mud off your suspension seals, which prevents premature wear. So other than keeping your suspension serviced at regular intervals, having a mud guard is the best thing you can do. And I can't talk about my favorite products without talking about my favorite helmet and knee pads. So starting with my helmet, and this is the Bell 440. And I know this mug ain't pretty, but I trust this thing to keep it from getting any worse. But seriously, it's got MIPS, so it's gonna help protect your head a bit more, especially when it comes to concussions, those rotational impacts. It's really well made. It's got that more premium feel to it. The adjustments at the back is really good. The fit's amazing. It just fits my head perfectly, and the padding's nice and comfy too. And I think at this price point, I think it's one of the best value helmets on the market, especially when it comes to all the features. It's very similar to the more expensive Sixer in a lot of ways. So I would definitely check it out if you're looking for a great value helmet with most of the features of the more expensive models. Then we have my Ion K-Trace knee pads, which I think are some of the best trail and enduro knee pads on the market. If you're doing bike park stuff and downhill stuff, you might want a little bit more padding. But if you're out all day pedaling and you want something comfortable, lightweight, with enough protection, you've got a little bit on the side, and it's also got more hard shell at the front, which is going to be good if you're smashing rocks and stuff like that. I think it's one of the most comfortable pads on the market, so definitely check these out. And on to number 9 now, and this is my trusty Topeak Smart Gauge. So it's a digital tire pressure gauge, and as I mentioned in my top tips video when it comes to tire pressures, I'll leave a link in the description. Having accurate tire pressures on your mountain bike is super important. 1 and 2 PSI can really change the way that your bike rides. So making sure it's accurate, because a floor pump really isn't accurate enough for mountain bikes in those 1 to 2 PSI increments. Having this is vital. I use it before every ride so I can really dial in my pressures. So I always know exactly what I'm getting into when I'm on the trail, and I know where my grip levels are at and how my tire is going to perform. And onto the lucky last product, and that is my trusty Topeak power levers. So when it comes to tools that I take on the ride with me, I like them to be able to do multiple things because I don't like to carry anything more than I need to. So what's great about these, they're a tire lever, but they're also power link pliers or quick link pliers as well. So if you need to change your chain or change your quick link and stuff like that, these are going to come really in handy. So it's one of those things you might not use on every ride, but when you need it, you're going to love it. It also has a little tool here to hold your chain when you're doing the quick link, and then also you can store your quick links in here as well. So super valuable tool that's going to get you out of trouble in that sticky situation. So there you go, there's my top 10. I also asked you guys on YouTube and Instagram what your favorite products were, and other than the wise guys that said bike, there were some handy products in there as well. So a common one a lot of people said was cable cutters. Having your cables cut nice and clean is going to be super valuable. So having a set of these when you're working on your bikes is super vital too. Other people said a good chain lube. Definitely have some of that. Great for preventative maintenance and keeping everything running smooth. A shock pump was another great one too. I do prefer a digital one. I've only got an analog at the moment, but digital one's going to be a little bit more accurate so you can see those fine increments. And another few worthy mentions for me, along with the shock pumps, tuning your suspension, volume spacers come in handy so much too. And then also a tire plug as well. So if you've got tubeless and you need to plug your tire as well when you're on a ride, having some of these is vital as well. And then my lightweight tube, I really like that too. And then the last one is a good pump, so a floor pump. But what I like about this floor pump as well, it's a better one that we sell. You can also charge it up for seating your tubeless tires as well. So getting a good floor pump for your home workshop, if you don't have a compressor, having something like this makes your life a lot easier when you're seating those tubeless tires. So there you go, there's my top products. If I missed anything, leave a comment below and let me know what your favorites are, or if I missed anything too. And as always, thanks for watching. See ya.